still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Ready, break. Striker, 3-3.
They'll start on the ground with Barber, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Here we
Well,
go.
the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. He'll look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Down.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Barber running right. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. And in this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass yards.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Here's 3rd and 9. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
North salad, north salad. Ladybug, 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 ladybug. Timberland, 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 Timberland.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
2nd and 10.
Go north salad. Go north salad.
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 42. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Jones. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have the Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Buccaneers had 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
This is caught, and in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bucs go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Look at this defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flush to his right. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Now, that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
Motion man is Schwartz. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. down the left sideline. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders are back within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 23, here's the second down and 9. Throwing, Jones. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Well, this defense for the Raiders, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was pot free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Oh, now Godwin with a chance to run it. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Go, North Copper! Go, North!
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Other side, other side. Detroit.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. This is caught. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll try and run for it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
Here we go.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to stretch out their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need to score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only they're controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Looking to throw. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that third consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
From the 35 on second down. Jones, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Bama, Bama. Read. Detroit Johnson.
Looking to throw. Jones flushed out, and he's brought down all the way back in the end zone. My goodness, that's going to be a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They cut him on back-to-back plays, breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play, and on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll look to throw here. Setting up the screen here, it's Barber. What a spin. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
In motion goes the tight end. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to get it back here just past the 35. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Triple right for Chino. Triple right for Chino. Cockroach, cockroach, cockroach. South salad, south salad. Timberland, Timberland, Timberland.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones finds Gibbs on the check down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Timberland, 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 Timberland.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Second down and 6 now.
Great. Dom Capers.
Back to throw. Jones looking deep here for Mechie. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here we go. Great.
Here's Jones. A final shot before break. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Okay, here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Ready?
Barber on 1st and 10. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great play there. 41 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
That's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Gibbs straight ahead. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Jones wants to change it up. 2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. There he goes, left side. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones escaping the pressure right. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Ready?
2nd and 4. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting it back on the sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. Taking on the midfield logo. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Troy Johnson. Jump right, Pacino. Jump right, Pacino. Cockroach. Up to go.
Jones now to throw on 2nd down. And this one's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Timberland. Up to go.
Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie us at 24. So give him 3 on that drive. Normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And this is going to be returned. And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Left side here. That's complete to Godwin. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught at the 25. Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Tampa. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th.
Let's go.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll run the draw with Barber. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Half 18, half
The Bucs
18.
offense set to begin their next possession. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Ladybug, 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 ladybug. Timberland, Timberland, Timberland.
Back to throw. Jones. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Great.
Throwing again. Jones. He has it complete to Christian Watson. Christian Watson, 58 yards. And the Buccaneers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several. And now off to the races down the right side. He's on his way. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
Chip.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I
Really?
want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Dom Capers.
They go play action here on first down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Let's go.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son.
He's got him in, complete. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
38.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, We picked off the last one. What you gonna do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Other side.
To throw again. Jones looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Detroit. Bama.
Jones on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Rita. Detroit Johnson. Goldfish.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Cockroach. South salad.
Here's Jones to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Ladybug.
Jones. This pass down the field for Gibbs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line.
What a call there on 3rd down. Took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a 1st down, but it's a big play to boot.
Jones looking around. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. That one looks like he'll throw here. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders 16. Now Jones. And he's got it. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. Back to throw again. That is intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for two.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
And now they're going to go for two and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. No flags. And there may be a play away from winning the football game.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's 1st and 10.
Detroit, Detroit, Detroit. Bama, Bama, Bama. Out, go.
Here's Jones. This ball intercepted. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to hang on the final play. They get the